Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News and Happy Heritage Week. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and here are today's headlines. Well, it's certainly safe to say that Charles Frazier must be smiling, as 7 of the top 10 and 38 of the top 50 players in the world are teeing it up at Harbortown. And if you love golf or just love people watching, you're in for a sunup to sundown treat at the 55th RBC Heritage, with first tee times at 7 a.m. and players still getting off the first and 10th tees at 2 p.m., playing until dark. World number 2 Scotty Scheffler and Norwegian Victor Hovland, who's ranked 9th in the world, are seeing Harbortown for the first time. Masters champ Jon Rahm and defending Heritage champ Jordan Spieth have afternoon tee times Thursday and morning times on Friday. The best way to get to the course? Take the shuttle buses from Honeyhorn that fly right through the gates to the Harbortown Clubhouse. Outside of the tournament, life goes on in the Lowcountry, with a second mother of a disabled Beaufort County school student filing a lawsuit against the district accusing a teacher's assistant at MC Riley Elementary of physically and mentally abusing their daughter back during the 2018-2019 school year. The other lawsuit was filed recently against the same teacher's assistant, Shandiqua Jenkins, for abusing a disabled student at McCracken Middle School in February of this year. Jenkins was arrested for misdemeanor assault and battery in the February case and is no longer employed by the school district. The lawsuits blame the district for hiring and failing to properly train Jenkins and failure to monitor special needs classrooms. In a related, more uplifting story, the Disabled American Veterans Chapter 12 has built wheelchair-accessible picnic tables. One of those tables was gifted to the town of Hilton to be placed in Jarvis Creek Park. It's heartwarming to think about all the great memories that will be made around the handcrafted picnic table. Law enforcement authorities are now looking for the killers of 2 Beaufort County residents after shootings in Bluffton and Beaufort. We mentioned yesterday that 21-year-old Davion Reed was shot Sunday night at the Cross Creek Apartments in Beaufort. Then Monday night, 32-year-old Chanel Williams of Bluffton was shot in a nearby neighborhood and then driven to the Enmark convenience store on the Bluffton Parkway, where 911 was called. Nimitz later died from her injuries. It is not believed the 2 shootings are related. Senator Tim Scott is moving closer to announcing he's running for president. Scott was expected to announce a presidential exploratory committee Wednesday while in Iowa, one of the first states in the nominating process. Then he's expected to go to New Hampshire Thursday, returning to Charleston for the Faith in America Summit over the weekend. The committee allows him to raise and spend money outside of his duties in the Senate. His running could complicate his relationship with former Governor Nikki Haley, who was also running for president and appointed Scott to the Senate a decade ago. And the state legislature is taking a spring break this week, but when senators come back, among the bills they'll deal with is one sponsored in the House by Beaufort's Shannon Erickson that would allow parents to send their kids to any school they'd like, as long as there's room. It's not tied to any extra funding for private schools. That's a more controversial issue. But the bill actually has the backing of the State Teachers Association and the Association of School Boards. Some opponents are concerned about the effect on poorer and underperforming school districts, but Erickson says the bill would encourage those districts to compete to attract students. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now I'm going to hand it over to Steve Wilmot to talk to us a little bit about the rules and regulations of the tournament.
Welcome, Plaid Nation. Thank you for joining us at the 55th Annual RBC Heritage presented by Boeing. We like to share some reminders to ensure you enjoy all the fun the tournament has to offer. If your mobile ticket has not been scanned, please make sure it is in your mobile phone wallet. If you're having an issue, please go to Guest Services. Once you receive your paper ticket, please wear it at all times. Always stay behind the ropes and on designated walkways. Obey the tournament marshals and the quiet please signs. Please silence your phones. We have designated cell phone zones to take calls. Daily pairings are available near the clubhouse and in other locations around the course. Buses run continuously until 9:30 at night. Please take your belongings with you. If you lose something, you can check with Guest Services next to the clubhouse. Thanks for joining us at the RBC Heritage. We hope you enjoy your day.
Thanks, Steve. And now we're going to hand it over to Maria to take a look at what the rest of the weather looks like for Heritage Week.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, you might want to remember to bring an umbrella with you the rest of the week because it does look like we're going to see scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the rest of the week and leading into the weekend. Taking a look at Thursday, it's going to be mostly cloudy with scattered showers throughout the morning, and then we're going to see soaking showers throughout the afternoon and continuing on into the evening. Taking a look at the temperatures, Hilton has got a high 72, a low of 63. Bluffton's got a high 73, a low of 60, and Beaufort's got a high 74 and a low of 60. The sunrise for Thursday is going to be at 6:56 and sunset's going to be at 7:51. Taking a look at the beach tides, low tide is going to be at 11:21 a.m. and high tide is going to be at 3:53 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week and into the weekend, Friday is going to be cloudy with a passing shower in the morning, should be clearing up by the afternoon. Highs are going to be in the 70s, lows in the 60s. Come Saturday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with highs in the 80s and lows in the 60s. And then come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with scattered thunderstorms throughout the day, and then it's going to be clearing up by the evening. Highs are going to be in the upper 70s and lows in the 60s. That's it for today. Let's hit it back to the desk.
After a quick break, Robin Zimmerman sits down with Heather Rath to discuss all the latest island happenings and local politics. Stay with us.